A lot of people are asking, can fibroid shrink naturally? Here are the 5 things you need to know. But before that, if you are seeing my video for the first time, you're highly welcome to Fertility Reclaim. We're actually fighting fertility issues through natural remedy. So if you're having fibroid, endometriosis, adenomyosis, any other kind of fertility issue, then watch this video to the end. Also like and share this video to reach other women who might be struggling with 1 or 2 fertility issues, okay? Also subscribe to my account. Subscribe, because the tips I'm going to be sharing in my video is going to help you to start fighting that fertility issue, okay? Somebody is asking me, 2cm fibroids, how is the size? It's actually very small, okay? It's just a seedling. Medically, they call it seedling of fibroid, meaning it's actually very small size, okay? You should not be worrying yourself. Again, even if you want to come out and do surgery, then they're not going to allow, because this one is very small. Unless they will give you injection that will make it to grow big, so that they will come out, okay? If not, it doesn't reach to go for surgery. So all you need to do, just go and get your ginger tea and be taking it, okay? And as I'm taking the ginger tea, ensure that you eat healthy food so that you will not be feeding the fibroid while you are trying to shrink the fibroid, okay? So that is it. Coming to the question people are asking, can fibroid shrink naturally? I want you to know 5 things. 1, you were not born with fibroids, okay? You were not born with fibroids. Then number 2, one thing you should know, going to hospital to go comot that fibroid does not mean it will not come back again. So that one you are going to that hospital to do is a kind of temporary treatment, okay? Then third, see that your fibroid, you're having fibroid due to hormonal issue, chronic hormonal issue, excess estrogen. Excess estrogen, which has created a lot of inflammation in your system. So inflammation is actually what is fueling those fertility issues, starting from fibroid, endometriosis, and the rest, okay? So number 4, you have to start fighting the inflammation, okay? You have to start fighting inflammation. That is how you can overcome that your fibroids, any other fertility issues like endometriosis. Just like I said, they are being fueled by inflammation. Yes, they are being fueled by inflammation. If there is no inflammation in your system, they can never survive. They can never survive in your system. So inflammation is the fuel, the heat that is feeding, making those fibroids to grow. Number 5, you have to start fighting inflammation to overcome. So yes, you will overcome that fibroid through natural remedy, because something led to you having the fibroid. So that root cause is actually what you have to start correcting the error in your system, both by helping with your hormones to stabilize your hormones, dealing with inflammation in your system so that you can start suppressing the fibroids. Once there is no inflammation in your system, trust me, the fibroid can never have breathing space. Endometriosis can never power in your system. Inflammation is the fire here. So you just have to start fighting inflammation all around. Starting from the food you eat, you have to engage yourself in an anti-inflammatory food, okay, so that you will not be accumulating more inflammation in your system while you are trying to fight inflammation, okay? So you just have to help yourself with the food you eat. Another thing, you just have to, because the food you are eating also help with your hormones. Your hormones is actually responding to your activities, your daily activities. So the food you eat, your womb is responding, reacting to them. You just have to eat healthy to be able to balance your hormone. For people that will just be going around looking for one supplement or whatsoever that will help to balance their hormones, see, if you buy all those things and you don't eat right, you're wasting your time. Your food is your medicine. You just have to make the plate of your food colorful, and that is how you will restructure your immune system. Your food will give you 90% of the healing that you are looking for. So you just have to embrace healthy lifestyle. Be eating homemade organic food. Stay away from processed food. Everything made with flour, stay away from them. Noodles, pastas, bread, tea, and the rest. Snacks, minerals, alcohol, just stay away from them. Eat normal homemade organic food, okay, to help with your hormones. Another thing again, you just have to now be taking ginger tea. Go and get fresh ginger. If you get fresh ginger, grate half spoon of that ginger, grate like a half spoon of ginger, fresh ginger, put it in a cup, boil water and pour inside it. Cover it to steam there for like 10 to 15 minutes, then you filter it and drink. Ginger is a natural anti-inflammatory herb, okay? It's very good. It helps to fight inflammation. It helps to improve blood circulation in your system, fight blood stasis, break down tissues in your system. Ginger is also very good in keeping your organs warm and active, because once there is too much inflammation in your system, your organs will start becoming too cold and there will be a lot of dampness around your organs. So when your organs are too dormant, that environment will be so conducive for fertility issues like fibroid and endometriosis to start forming. So once your organs are warm and active, we are preventing or fighting those fertility issues, okay? So ginger helps to keep your organs warm and active, fight every blood stasis, congealed blood in your system, dirty fluid in your fallopian tube, every stagnation in your system. Ginger is very good. It will help to constantly increase blood circulation in your system, to flush out anything that needs to go out of your system. And ginger is also very good in dealing with pains. That pain you are having is actually fueled by inflammation. See here, inflammation, like I said, inflammation is the heat, the fire. Once there is inflammation, you're going to feel pain. But whenever you are seeing your period and that pain is not that much, it's not there, the heat, that fire, that inflammation is not much, it's not strong. That is why. So whenever you are taking ginger, ginger is going to help to calm that inflammation in your system. Then try your best to eat healthy, to stay away from more food that is going to give you extra inflammation in your system while you are fighting inflammation. So try your best to stay on healthy diet, then be taking ginger tea that helps to fight inflammation and manage your pains. That's why you see a lot of people taking ginger that will be telling me I no longer feel any kind of pains. I'm okay. That is because ginger is fighting the inflammation that is causing those pains you see as symptoms. Okay, even if you go to any hospital because of that pain, they are going to give you drug like anti-inflammatory drug, all these insect drug like ibuprofen, felvin. So all these are anti-inflammatory drug. The same thing they're doing is actually what ginger is doing in a natural way. So while you are doing this, you also have to learn to sleep enough, like rest your immune system, avoid chronic stress, because once you stress your immune system, it's going to increase your cortisol. Yeah, that your cortisol is actually a stress hormone that whenever there is too much depression, stress, and anxiety, is going to affect your immune system. Once that your cortisol is rising, it can influence your fibroid. Even if your fibroid is 2 cm, that 2 cm can increase overnight because of high cortisol. Before you know it, if you visit hospital again, they will be telling you the 2 cm is now 5 cm. Stress is very bad. So try to manage stress, okay? Then be eating healthy food and be taking ginger. We also have fertility herbs. So in case you also want to include fertility herbs for people that are having bigger fibroids,